All right, so let's get into the conversation. Hello. All right. So, surprise. I have a little bit of a surprise for you tonight, y'all. We were talking about, it's Women's History Month. I got my girl KHB on the show tonight. But unfortunately, life happens, things happen. So while we are giving KHB the space and the grace to reschedule and come back and see us another time, I am excited to still have this conversation, and I'm excited to bring everybody up and all of that. Okay, so I will say tonight we are talking about unconditional love and loyalty. All right, do you believe in it? Is it something that we should have for each other? Is it healthy? We're going to get into all of that. Sean, my toxic friend. We're going to get into all of that. Unconditional love refers to a type of love that is not based on conditions or expectations. It is a love that is given freely without any requirement or reciprocation or specific behaviors from the recipient. Unconditional love is often described as selfless and unwavering, demonstrating acceptance, understanding, and support regardless of circumstances or imperfections. All right. I do have a stand in my go to. Some of y'all might already know who I'm finna say on call for tonight. So that is who I'm going to bring up into the box. All right. And do me a favor, y'all. If y'all have ever seen that green and yellow shield, would you just put it in the comments a couple times? Would you just, oh, I see you, Miranda. Banksy. Yeah, okay. Let me see that for a second. Yeah. Wait a minute. My box was blinking and now there's no one there. Okay, listen. Where's we? Oh, okay. All right. Yeah. He just wanted to see that a little bit more. All right, y'all. Please welcome to the box my CEO and my new number one of all time, Casper. Hi, Casper.
What's going on? What's going on? Woohoo! Let me get ready to me because I want to make sure Banks can hear me because I got to be very vocal because Banks been here today, very vocal.
So I appreciate you being here last minute. I super appreciate you. You're an awesome CEO. Everybody already knows that. But tonight we're talking about unconditional love. And I know that you'll have a fun twist of reasons for whether you like it or don't or whatever. I'm actually like kind of apprehensive, but still excited about the conversation. So, real quick, before we even do all of that, do me a favor and tell the people who may not know who you are and what you've got going on.
I am the disaster known as Casper. You feel me? I have a feature show on this app on Monday. Monday Crew is called Geek Out. We talk about your favorite fictional or real life persona. So we do that every Monday. So make sure you tap in with your boy. I also do a show. I be on there sometimes. On Friday, the brighter side. We call ourselves the Breakfast Club of Tag. Y'all tap in with Top Badge Low. I'll be over there. I also be hanging out in the comments. Future Top Badge, her name is 2 Cent. She got a link up that is happening. So y'all make sure y'all tap in with my girl 2 Cent. And and then make sure on Sundays, his or hers with ELLE and Casper. I'm always the correct advice and the advice you want to go with. So make sure every Sunday you tap in with me. Thank you very much.
Okay, that's not true. But we're not going to get into the whole his or hers thing, but y'all just make sure y'all tune in Sundays at 10 p.m. our new time, Eastern Standard Time. All right, so you've got a lot going on. New Top Badge, CEO of the Scouts. Everybody knows you. We love it here. Okay, so now that they're acquainted, what's your initial reaction when you hear the term unconditional?
Wait, don't you want to ask me a different question? What's
No.
my one word for?
We don't need that from you. No.
Can I just say it anyway? Because I really thought about that.
What's the question? Okay, you want to tell the people what the question is?
No, you asked the question. I'm gonna answer it.
Okay, you ready? What's your initial reaction when you hear the term unconditional love? Or it's like no. Okay. In one word, what characteristic is most important in your modern day bae?
I would have to say the one word would be thickness. You know what I'm saying? It's something
and
about
this is why I didn't want to ask you. Do you see?
All right, my bad. Okay, I was just about to say because it's something about them jeans that's sitting up just right. Double know what I'm talking about. I don't care what she got going on. Ain't nothing that some fit can't cure. Do you understand what I'm saying? Is there any more room for me in
Oh,
though? Okay, my bad. Okay, that's okay.
all right.
Let's go.
That's what it takes
You
to get
understand, boy?
unconditional.
I'm
Okay.
telling.
All
You
right.
understand, boy? You understand that apple bottom.
Okay. So what about unconditional love?
So I think this is going to be a great topic. I think it's definitely going to be a good topic. I do want to point out that I'm definitely willing to talk about it. I do believe in unconditional love. I do think unconditional love is only for women, children, and dogs. I don't think that men really truly get unconditional love. I don't think that it's possible. I think that it's for women, children, and then dogs or cats, whatever you're a pet person. But I don't think that men truly get unconditional love. And so I don't believe that a man can get that. But I definitely believe that women, children, and pets, but not men. But we can talk about unconditional love all day.
That's super interesting. So the boys feel like they can't get that.
No, a man's love is conditional on what he can provide.
You mean like whether his worth,
No, I
right?
mean,
Like if he's worth being loved, it's only based on what he can provide, and if he can't, that's the condition.
that's a big part of it because, like I said, when you look at unconditional love, yeah, it's conditional for men. It's never going to be unconditional love for a man. It's
But
always going
it's
to be
so
conditional.
funny because you can have this same question to women and they will say, I loved him unconditionally. He just wouldn't take care of me. He just wouldn't love me back. He would, you know what I mean? So it's super interesting because I was not even expecting you. Because I mean, like when a woman loves, a woman loves. I wasn't even expecting you to say like men are. When you said incapable of giving it, I was like, oh, but you meant getting it, honestly.
Yes, because I do think that
Okay.
women do love
Wow.
unconditionally in their mind, but it's solely based on there's always conditions when you come to loving a man. It's always conditions. It's never gonna be
No doubt.
unconditional. It's never gonna be unconditional. But I mean, we can get into it today. But that's how I feel about it.
Okay, period. So y'all heard him. This is just the beginning. I'm excited. I'm gonna ask my Boss Bay double. I already saw you in the box. I'm gonna ask my other two Boss Bay members tonight to go ahead and request that box so I can bring y'all up. If you're just tuning in, I appreciate you being here. This is Modern Day Bay with Elle. This is a weekly show we do every single Tuesday at 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And it's the only show on Tagged exploring self-love and healthy modern day relationships. All right. My name is Elle. I am your hostess, and this show is a Scoutz production. All right. Bella, we gonna get into it. Does mama love unconditionally? We gonna get into it. We gonna get all the way into it. I'm excited. All right. We got my girl Sassy Red coming to the box. We got my girl. Ooh, well, actually, this is my boy, Double. And then we got my girl, Big Bag Harley,
Birthday
coming to the
boy
box.
double.
Yeah.
They look double liches.
And we got some light. I see you, ring light. Okay, then, Double. Stop playing. Okay. Y'all want to introduce yourselves? We can start with Sassy. Y'all know.
Hey, mute Casper. Hey everybody, this is your girl Miss Sassy Red, the soup cooler connoisseur. Of course, y'all know y'all can catch me every Saturday night, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time with my ladies, 2 Cents, Demi Goddess, and Kind Hearted Babe. Y'all come and check us out. We talk the town.
Hello.
Come on over and get these.
And they do. The birthday boy. Happy birthday. Belated and early because your birthday is, your party is Saturday.
We're turning up all month. Yeah, we're turning up all month.
Yeah.
Y'all know what's going down. I'm brand new to the app. In case you don't know, I'm brand new. I have a whole bunch of shows. You know what I mean? The shows are on pause right now for the most part. You know what I mean? We chilling and vibing. But the birthday party's on Saturday, and everybody is welcome for sure. Yeah, for sure.
Woo, woo, woo. We turning up. And my girl, my ace, Big Bag Harley. What's good?
Hey y'all, it's your favorite cousin, Big Bag Harley. And make sure y'all tap into my Instagram so that you can get your copy of the 2024 Feature Show Host Calendar. Again, that is only available until March the 31st. And out of that, you're out of luck, okay? Be one of the cool kids. Get one.
Hello?
Period. So y'all ready for tonight's conversation?
Yes,
Right.
yes.
Yeah. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good, and the reason
Casper,
why.
It's featured. It's featured. It's featured. It's featured.
if you need to get some things off your chest after 12 o'clock, after the 11 o'clock hour, Sassy, I got you. You first in the box, I got you. All right, so we're talking about, like I said, unconditional love. But whenever I was raising these questions, whenever we were going over some of the premise for the show, I realized a lot of people don't always believe that love is the most important part in a relationship. A lot of people go with loyalty. So I'm kind of, whenever we say unconditional love, we're talking about unconditional love and unconditional loyalty, okay? So I just want to put that disclaimer out there because some people just don't value love the way they value loyalty and vice versa. So I really wanted to make sure that we hit on all the points tonight. So with that being said, I would like to know, what is the difference between love and loyalty to you all? We can start, we'll just go, I mean, y'all know, if you have something to say it, but general order, Casper, Sassy, Double, Harley.
I feel like love is something that you can have unconditional. It's possible to have unconditional love. I don't believe it's possible to have unconditional loyalty. I think the loyalty only extends as long as you loyal. But like once you're not loyal to me, or I feel like that you've been unloyal or something breaks in it, then that loyalty then can go away. But you can love somebody, and even though they did you wrong or something negative happened, you can still love that person. But when it comes to loyalty is like you only get that unconditional loyalty as long as we like in sync. But once that break, then that loyalty goes away. So I don't feel like you can ever truly have unconditional loyalty. You can be super loyal, but you definitely is not unconditional. Like loyalty comes with conditions.
Okay. Ooh, okay. What about you? What y'all think? That's a good answer.
Anybody? Okay.
That's
I'm ready.
Anybody is crazy.
I don't know. I just feel like people throw the word loyalty around, but at the same time, like I said before, like I feel like people are loyal until they're not. You know what I mean? People want you to stick with them through thick and thin, and you know what I'm saying? Even through the processes of you not going up against them. But at the same time, like there comes a point in time to where it's like, well, yeah, I can be loyal to you, but if you get to a point to where you cross me, I'm like, because, stuff like that in life happens. You can't make it seem like somebody's going to be loyal to you for life. Like you can't be loyal to somebody and be, get to the point to where it leads you into stupidity. So,
that's true.
There just comes a point in time. I feel like when it comes down to love, like I do feel like it's a choice. You do have to choose to love that person, regardless of like what Casper is saying, through whatever it is that you're going through. Like, yeah, you can be in a situation to where you've harmed me or you hurt me or whatever. I can love you, but at the same time, even when it comes down to family, I can do that from a distance. You don't have to be like in my space, in my face. That's just what it is.
Okay. We're gonna have some action tonight. We're gonna have some fun tonight. You know what I'm saying?
Because I know exactly how Sassy feel about unconditional based on that answer alone. It's gonna be good.
It's gonna be fun. It's gonna definitely be fun. All right. Love is a feeling, right? It's a feeling. You feel me? Loyalty is an action, right? It's repetitive. You have to actually choose to be loyal. You know what I mean? You can see $1 million in front of your face. What are you gonna do if you have to choose to either leave it alone or so I'm gonna start there for now. This is gonna be fun tonight, for sure.
I'm gonna give y'all an example.
Y'all agree with that? Y'all think loyalty is an action and love is a feeling? What y'all think about that?
I definitely think love is an action word.
Yeah.
Love is a verb. Like you have to show that. I mean, you can say that as much as you want to, but your action has to speak louder in that area for it to actually count. Otherwise, I'm gonna think you manipulate me. It needs to match up. So that's I feel like an unconditional loyalty can happen. It does exist, but it's rare. I feel like going to what Sassy says, a portion of our relationship where if I'm choosing to love you every day, that means I'm choosing to be loyal to you every day because I'm essentially choosing you just like you choosing me. And my love does not come without that loyalty or our relationship ain't gonna last. So I feel like in those situations, unconditional loyalty and love can go together, but it's rare because it's just not popular now to essentially choose your partner or choose yourself oftentimes. So.
Okay.
Ooh, good point. Real quick, I want to shout out Queen Aubrey. She hosted her auction, her Luck of the Locks auction over the weekend. I got to tune in. It was a great production, mamas. Awesome job. I really enjoyed it. And shout out to my girl Coco Fairy because I think she won that auction. So shout out to you in the building. I appreciate you being here and congratulations, Coco Fairy. But yeah, that was a dope showcase auction. If y'all missed it, y'all missed out. You feel me? Okay, so Harley said that love is an action word, as is loyalty. You have a rebuttal for that, Dylan?
Ooh, of
I
course.
feel like show me love right now. Like you can't, like you can show loyal, but you can't, like, love is a feeling, and it can be a strong feeling, but I mean it's a feeling at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? These are things that, you know, people think but they don't want to say. I'm here to say those things. Love is a feeling, and while love is important and it's strong and all that, love is a feeling. You know, you can't show, you know, you can show like how much you love somebody in the actions that you do, but you can't show love, but you can show loyalty. I think you can show loyalty.
Hey, you know what I mean? I can feel like I love you. You know what I'm saying? It's a feel. I go to sleep knowing it. I wake up knowing it. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I love you. You know what I'm saying? I can't just feel like I'm loyal to you. You know what I mean? Like the only way I can feel like you're loyal to me is if you show it to me. You have to prove that you're loyal to me.
Ooh, we might not even get into the other part of the conversation because the way this is
Right.
so wrong. The way this is, well, I'm not going to say so wrong. The way my perspective is so different. So when I think of love, when I define love, right, I think of it as a choice, an action. You have to choose the person that you love, that you've chosen to love. You have to continue to choose them through difficult moments. You have to continue to choose them when it's easy. You have to continue to choose them when you don't want to, when you don't feel like it, when there's a, you know what I'm saying, a little pick me on going on, you know what I'm saying? Like you have to actively choose your person or your people or your commitment, whatever, however you want to phrase it, all the time. So I feel like that is actionable. And I think that being in love is a feeling, but I don't think that love itself, because if my mama didn't love me, no way she was gonna like hawk her wedding ring to make sure I went to college. You know what I'm saying? Like if my friend didn't love me, no way she was gonna make her home open to me and help tell me to come down and visit. You know what I mean? In the summer, like I feel like that's how you show me you love me, right? Is whenever you listen to me and you choose to do right by me. That's showing love,
Okay.
or not.
That's true. But like this is what we're here for tonight, so this is what we're gonna do, right? We're gonna do. So,
I agree. Brother said,
for the sake of the clean version of the show, right? I'm not gonna do one part of this, right? But you're gonna follow me. So for the sake of, like I said, the clean version, we're gonna do this, right? Think about the child who gets beat by their parent on a daily basis, right?
Okay.
Every day they get beat for no reason. You know what I'm saying? Your room is not clean enough. Your clothes not whatever. You know what I'm saying? Your hair, whatever, right? They still love that parent. You know what I'm saying? They still love that parent. That's what they know. They know this is my parent. This is the only love I get. It's the only love that I know. You know what I'm saying? Their loyalty is determined by them not snapping and flipping out and taking their parent off the mat. You know what I'm saying? So that's where the difference really lies at. They're not choosing to love them. This is what I had no choice. This is what I know. I'm choosing to be loyal here. I'm choosing not to be an orphan right now.
I agree, because like what Double said, kind of what you were saying, I think that you can be in love with somebody, but the things you show is the loyalty. Like you choosing to love that person every day is you showing your loyalty. You're not really showing you showing that you loyal to that person, but that can quickly change. You know what I'm saying? And then it can be like if something with that change, like with your friend, she would open your house up. If something changed with that, she may be upset with you and she may not open her house up to you no more. So does that action mean she don't love you no more? Or, you know, like what that mean? Because I mean, like that can change quick.
I'm sorry, y'all. It's my birthday. It's my birthday. I'm sorry.
I saw Harley making a face down there. Do you want to say something else, my friend?
I low-key think they just trying to be a bit confusing on that. Like, to me, I mean, or maybe it's just that my perspective is not going to be persuaded. At the end of the day, love is an action word. Even with the situation, like, you can't blame that parent because that parent may be showing love the way they know how to love or the way they receive love. Like, parenting is passed down. Like, you raise your kids how you was raised. So like that may be the only love I know. I probably was never taught nothing different. So when I get upset, this is how I, express love, or I might lash out. So it's still an action. You're still choosing a choice. Hello, you're still choosing a verb to do that.
Right.
It still comes down to a choice, because at the end of the day, you can choose to not be abusive. You can choose to not be like, oh, I'm upset with my friend, but I'm not going to open my house. Like, it's still a choice with you. Free will come into play with that.
Sounds like loyalty to me. I love it. Okay.
It sounds like loyalty to me.
Yeah,
That
for
sounds
sure.
loyalty
Okay.
to me.
Okay. I'm here. Okay.
Casper, you're just siding with Double.
Hold on. It sounds like loyalty. Wait, but hold on real quick. It sounds like loyalty because why? Because you're not lashing out because of your love or loyalty for that person. Is that what you're saying?
I just feel like Double was kind of saying, like, no matter what the child goes through, they still gonna love their parent because that's the only love they know. You know what I'm saying? But the loyalty thing,
I feel like that's more of a situation of unconditional love. Because with her, you know, if you were listening, when she read off that she made the statement to say, you know, to read off what unconditional love was. And when it becomes that type of thing to where it's something to where, regardless of what, with it being something that's the only thing I know. You know, I feel like when it comes down to unconditional love, parents are the ones, or children's, you know, family members are the ones that can get to that point of having that unconditional love, depending on who the family member is. Because like you said, this is my, you know, even though my father couldn't have been, you know, wasn't in my life or whatever, but I know he's my parent. So even though he was absent or whatever the case is, I still love him just because he birthed me. But we have no ties together. We have no, you know what I mean? It's just that thought of you being connected to me in that way, versus when you're in a relationship, I feel like it's definitely conditional. Because even if it gets down to some men, it's a situation to where, well, yeah, I can't be with you if, you know, you talking all out of turn and you don't respect me or whatever. Baby, that's a condition.
Yeah.
So I feel like when it comes down to, because if that's the thing, if that's the case, then you would make the statement to say that as children, we're learned or taught loyalty at a young age. But at the same time, I'm like, that's just what it is. My mom says she loves me. My dad says he loves me. You know, I have all of these family members. That's where I get it from. That's what I'm used to. So I'm like, this is what I know. This is, you know what I'm saying? They show me love. They're here for me. They take care of me. To me, you know what I'm saying? And whether I do good or bad in school or whatever the case is, it's like, that's that unconditional love, versus I can still pick and choose whether I'm going to be loyal to you or not.
That's interesting. When I'm hearing you talk, I think I'm finally getting what Double is saying. Like, the things that we're saying are love, are acts of love. He's saying are acts of loyalty.
Sure.
You get what I'm saying? Like, I feel like we're saying like, oh yeah, no, that's an action, that's choosing. But okay, so that makes me go into like, they're not the same thing.
They're not.
But they need each other to exist, maybe.
To an extent.
What y'all think?
To an extent, certain parts. You know what I'm saying? Because how far does your love go if you're not loyal to me, right? And how loyal can I be to you if I have no love for you, right?
Right. That part.
So it depends. It's tricky here. It gets tricky.
Why are you shaking your head, Sassy?
Just because I'm thinking of app wise. Like, for me, I know somebody that, to me, I felt like, you know, my mentor, at least when it came down to tag, I definitely feel like I'm loyal to him because I'm like, he put energy into me. Right. You know what I'm saying? He taught me things that nobody else took the time out to do. So at the same time, I'm like, I got love for him, but I'm like, it's not a sense to where I'm like, I love him or I'm in love with him. I'm like, I'm loyal to you because I'm like, the respect you showed me, the things that you taught me, these type of things. But if something took place, you know what I'm saying, to where it got down to the point to where you crossed me, I'm like, well, yeah, I can still respect you. But at the same time, that don't mean I got to, you know what I'm saying, hold you down and be loyal to me, to you because of things that transpired. So, you know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. Like, you get to a point to where you pick and choose. You can still also pick and choose who you loyal to. But at the same time, it's not something that's guaranteed. Like, I don't owe you that if that's something that I don't feel like, you know, is owed.
I agree with you.
I'm here for it. I'm definitely here for it, for sure.
I agree.
Why'd you have your hand up?
Because you know me. I'm here for it. You know what I mean? This is definitely I'm here for it tonight. I'm here for it tonight. You feel what I'm saying? So this is definitely one of my topics and stuff like that too, for, you know, one of the shows for sure. But okay. Sassy, if someone loves you and they're unloyal to you, right? How much do they really love you?
I can't gauge that. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I don't equate that to be the same, because at the same time, I'm like, to me, I feel like you can also get to a point to where if you love me, then I'm like, I can feel that. You know what I'm saying? You're showing me that type of love. But at the same time, I'm like, as far as a mentor, I'm like, this is not like a loving type of relationship. Like I said, for me, it was about business, and he stood on business. And I felt like in the process, I'm like, well, yeah, I respect you and I'm loyal to you because of the things that you provided to me. But it wasn't a sense to where it's like, I didn't feel like just because he was showing these things to me, it was like, I love you, so this is what, you know what I mean? I don't know. I just don't look at that to be the same in that way.
So just in case, I'm gonna re-ask the question because you didn't hear the question clearly. Okay. What I said was, if someone loves you and they're unloyal to you, how much do they love you?
But like, what if the unloyalty is just like a boundary? Like what you perceive as unloyalty or disloyal is like my boundary, right? Like I'm not going to do this because I don't believe in this morally. Whereas for your perspective, it's like, oh, well, you don't love me because you're not being loyal. And it's like, well, it's either you or me.
Right.
That part.
Now, I'm so glad somebody in the comments said this, because this is the main point right here that makes this debate so much fun. Judas loved Jesus. Hold on, let's start again from the beginning. Judas loved Jesus and still betrayed him. Wow.
So I feel I would argue that like he didn't like love Jesus. Right? Like he didn't love him, because if he did, there's no way he would have been cool with him dying.
So we'll save that one for after the show for sure.
Whoo, okay. This is interesting. This is interesting. We ain't even made it past the first question, y'all. This is definitely
okay.
Woo, okay. So let me ask you this. Which one do I want to go with? Let's go with should love or loyalty or both be unconditional? Why or why not?
I started like it kind of go back to what I said first. I feel like loyalty should not be unconditional. I think loyalty should come with conditions, because like you can't get my unwavering loyalty no matter what you do. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I kind of feel like unconditional love is. No matter what I do, you still gonna love me, or no matter what you do, I'm still gonna love you. But my loyalty come with conditions, so that it shouldn't be unconditional. I'm loyal to you as long as like certain conditions are met to get their loyalty. So loyalty should definitely not be unconditional. That's got to come with some conditions.
For sure.
What you think, Sassy?
I feel like both. I'm like, you know, at the same time, I'm like, I can get to a point to where, because I'm like, you can love somebody, but also it comes a time to where it's like, okay, well, you put your hands on me, or, you know, whatever the thing, you know, whatever takes place. At some point you could get to a point to where you love that person, but just like you love them, you can fall out of love with them too.
Yeah.
That's true.
And what's crazy, Teflon just said in the comments, loyalty to me means I'll die for you.
For sure.
That is not what that means. Okay. Let me put that out there for all of y'all.
Listen,
that is not what it means to me. I am not finna die for y'all.
You gotta stick to the code. You gotta stick to the code.
That's a stretch.
Yeah, you gotta be. If you truly loyal, that means that you might jump in front of a bullet for somebody. You know, that's kind of what they mean.
A little crazy.
For sure.
Yeah, if you really like loyal, and I mean because I mean I guess it's different levels to loyalty, but I mean if I'm like completely loyal to you and it's whatever you with, I'm with. If I see somebody shooting at you, I jump in front of that bullet for you. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the type of loyalty, but not everybody get that type of loyalty. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, yeah, it's like that.
Ooh, okay.
Unconditional love is different. I can love somebody, but I don't know if I take a bullet for them. You know what I'm saying? I love you enough to tell your story after you go. You know what I'm saying? But I might not jump in front of the bullet for you. You know, it's different.
Love. I'm like, it's either you or me, baby. That sound like it's your battle. That ain't ours.
That's right. But I tell your story. I will tell your story.
But I think I do understand like how that would be, like the loyalty would be the action part of love, maybe. And I had never thought of it that way. So shout out to y'all for illustrating that for me. That's super interesting. That's a really good takeaway. Harley, you want to add something? You've been over there quiet for a little while. What you got to say?
You vibing.
I disagree with everybody. I feel like
Okay.
they should be unconditional, but that's me personally, and I know what type of how I operate and move. So I'm selective who I give that access to.
Mhm.
I take my best friend. We've been best friends for years. She has unwavering, unyielding loyalty and love for me. I would jump in front of a bullet for her, but that's my best friend. She earned that loyalty. We've been through like trials, things to test our friendship to like really see are we locked in? Like we locked in, you know? So like
Yeah.
I feel like it should be selective who you give that privilege to, but they should be unconditional. And so
Yeah.
I low key disagree with the room, with the panel today. What,
Oh,
Casper? What's your
yeah. What's
question?
up? Yo, Pierre, you want to come
It was
on?
for Sassy and Harley because Harley just brought up an interesting fact that I think should be addressed. So, is there a time limit on it? Like, does somebody have to put in a certain amount of time before they can receive unconditional love, or can you be with somebody for like a month and then you just have such strong feelings for them that it's unconditional, or do you feel like that they have to put in some time before they can get the unconditional love?
For me, that would be based off the energy at that point. Whatever type of connection you have, like me and my best friend, we instantly connected, but we took time to nurture our relationship together. So we equally put time in to say, okay, I'm gonna be loyal to you in this way, you're gonna be loyal to me. I can't speak for, a romantic situation. Sometimes that love is different. It's a lot quicker and it
When did
moves a
you get
lot
to the bus
faster.
phase? When did you get to the bus phase where you was ready? Because that wasn't on when y'all first got talking. Like, how long did it take before you knew you was jumping in front of that bus? Because that's what, like, how long did that take?
Realistically, with my real life best friend that everybody know is 2 Cent, shout out to her, 2 Cent Top Badge. It took us about 4 months, and I'm not gonna lie to you because at 4 months, life was lifing, and how she maintained our friendship, how she maintained her composure, how she encouraged me and nurtured me through that situation, locked my loyalty into her.
Okay.
By me maintaining my word and keeping what I said I was going to do for her, locked her loyalty into me, because that let her know, oh, she's going to do what she says she's going to do, and I don't have to question that. If Harley says she's going to do something, Harley going to do it, or she's going to come to me otherwise. So I feel like actions that I did and that she did locked us in with each other.
Okay.
Loyalty.
Sassy, how long is it gonna take before you jump in front of a bus for me?
Who? For
Not too
you?
long.
Centuries, baby. Centuries. You wait on it.
All right. So let me ask you this, because we got like 7 more minutes to answer questions and do outros and stuff. So let's get into it. So like at what point do you relinquish unconditional love? Like what part do you let it go? At what point do you have like a condition set in, right? Like for love or loyalty? Like what's the line for y'all?
For me, like I said, I have to go back to where I said in the beginning. I don't feel like that men can get unconditional love. With that
Can
being
you
said,
elaborate on that just a little bit? I know we don't have a ton of time, but that's very interesting
we
to
don't
me.
have. We could definitely get into the aftermath, but I mean, like real quick, I just feel like that the love that men get is conditional. It can now that those conditions are based on, in this case, the woman who who you with. And when I'm talking about the man and the woman, or whatever relationship you're into, with their relationship. But I mean, it's like whatever they deem that you can provide to make them happy, that becomes the terms of your unconditional love. So that's not the same for everybody. Some people just want somebody to make them feel special. Somebody want financial stability. Some people want, it's a lot of different things. But when they come up with the terms in their mind of what's going to make them happy, that becomes the terms of your unconditional love. And when those terms are no longer met, then your unconditional love breaks. And that's what it is for a man. I just don't feel like a man can get true unconditional love. It comes with terms. Whatever it takes to make her happy, then that's how I get unconditional love. But when I cannot meet those things, and if I go financial route, if I can't provide the same things that I was providing for her, and that's how she started to give me the unconditional love. If I can't provide that no more, then my love starts to change. She don't love me the same because I'm not doing what it was that got me the unconditional love in the first place, which is why I don't think men can get unconditional love. It comes with terms.
I don't know if that's like a good point or if that's like deflecting accountability. Yeah, this is right because like, why would you change it? Why would you switch it up? You know what I mean? Why would you set an expectation? I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I hear y'all. I do. I hear y'all. I don't ever want the kings to feel like they're not heard, but at the same time, I'm still a woman, right? I understand our perspective. Sassy, what you got to say about it? Let me hear what you got to say.
This is a feature show. This is a feature show. This is a feature show. Okay. I don't know. I feel like with you reading off the definitions and everything of what it is, because I'm like, I feel like Casper is speaking on love, and I feel like love can be an abundance of things, right?
Right.
It's not just like a one. It's not like one of those one thing fix all type of situation, but you're talking about unconditional love. For me, my thought process is different simply because I feel like I said, it's something to where it's something that unconditional love is something that you can give like your children, or your what I'm saying, your close family member, because like Double was saying, like, that's all I know. You know what I mean? I don't really have to be attached. And I feel like for me, it would be different because like I said, for me, my father was never there. I'm like, I love him because he's my father. But at the same time, like, if he died tomorrow, like, it's not like I'm gonna be like boohoo crying, or, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not gonna, but I just feel like because he is my parent, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, you birthed me to be, who I am, but you were absent. So I'm like, the love is there because you're my parent, but that's all, that's it. Like,
So you don't believe in unconditional love, it sounds like. That's what I'm hearing. Is you don't think that it's possible to have unconditional love.
well, I think you need to get your ears checked, because what I just said was with my because I'm saying for me, it's not to say that I don't love him, but I'm like, at the same time, I'm like, the love that I have for him is not the same that I have for my mother. Yeah. Like, if my mother's been there, she's done so many things for me or whatever, like, she's been there. Like, that makes a difference. But I feel like the unconditional love, like, as my father, like, you ain't have to be there and I still love you still. But at the same time, like, to me, it's not the same. Okay. But I love you because you're my father. And like I said, that's all, that's it.
Exactly. Men don't get. Thank you, Teflon.
So basically, right, there's no reason to be like have that unconditional love because there's no loyalty for him as well. Just throwing it out there.
But we're not talking about loyalty. I'm talking about unconditional love. I'm like, I can't be loyal to you if you ain't never been there. You ain't never did nothing for me. Like, we didn't build no type of rapport or nothing. I don't even know who you are. So I'm like, there's definitely not a sense of loyalty if, you're not even in my presence. I don't know what to do with that.
I think we figured it out. You know what I'm saying? Unconditional love does not come without loyalty. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Ooh, okay. This is like really interesting. Yeah, facts. I see you, brother. Thank you. Double, Harley, you started Double a little bit to say some stuff. Is there anything else you wanted to add in response to Sassy?
I never thought about it like that. I never thought about it like that till just now, for real. Unconditional love, you know what I'm saying, you have to have some loyalty and all that to go with, you know what I'm saying, for this person to actually be there. Like, no matter if they're doing good, no matter if they're doing wrong, no matter if they're you know what I'm saying, if they're doing right, wrong, whatever's happy, sad, there has to be some type of extra loyalty there for that thing. You know what I mean? I like this. I never thought about it like that before.
I never thought about, I knew that loyalty and love were different, and I always knew that, like, I would rather have loyalty than love, but like, I wasn't able to piece together why. And I feel like from what I'm taking away from this conversation, is it can be interpreted as like loyalty is the actionable part of love. Yeah. You don't take action if there's no loyal tie to it. But it's still an action, which is why Harley and Sassy and I were saying at the beginning, love is definitely an action verb. Like, it's definitely something you need to do. You need to love me. You don't need to feel loving towards me. No, I need you to, so that's very, very interesting. And I think this was a super beneficial conversation. My friend, what else do you have to say about when to relinquish unconditional love?
Not love is a noun.
Technically, for grammatical purposes, it is, but it needs to be a verb.
I don't feel like you should. Like, love should just be unconditional. It comes in many forms: agape, familial,
Right.
romantic. It should just be unconditional in general. And maybe that's my own experience saying that, because I've like been in situations and seen other people's perspective where love just didn't exist. It wasn't a concept that they understood or had any access to. So, I tend to lead more with love. I feel like I'm going to love you regardless, man. I might not like you, but I'm going to love you still. And I feel like loyalty should be conditional until it's not. Loyalty is definitely something you need to earn and prove you can have with that person, because it comes with a higher level of trust and access. So it should definitely be conditional. Like Casper said, there should probably realistically be qualifications that you meet, each one of us, to be loyal. But once you lock in. Like, there is no reason for me to be disloyal to you. At that point you locked in. So period. That's my take.
And I mean, to kind of wrap it, I feel like love can exist without loyalty, but I don't think loyalty can exist without love.
I think I agree with that.
Yeah. I think that we kind of came to that based
on
my final points too. For my final points, you know what I'm saying? Because love is actually a noun, you know what I mean? You can't show me love. You can't show me love, but you can prove love to me by showing me loyalty.
That's it. Is your list?
This is interesting. I'm not willing to fully accept that, but I do hear you. Okay, I do hear you.
Let's talk about it after.
Okay, Badge. Let's do the boss. First of all, y'all were on, but we didn't even get into like what the whole conversation was. We were too fixed on the love and loyalty, but I kind of love that. And it ended up being a really great conversation. Sometimes you just gotta let the flow happen. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, definitely for sure. Sassy, will you please tell the people who you are and why they should fave you for your hop down?
Hey everybody, again, this is your girl, Miss Sassy Red, the Soup Cooler Connoisseur. Y'all make sure y'all check me out every Saturday night at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time with my ladies, Demi Goddess, Kind Hearted Babe, and 2 Cents with the She Code. Y'all come check us out. Thank you. This is good stuff.
Thank you, Sassy. What about you? What about you, birthday boy? Big double.
It's going down, man. You know what's going on. Birthday party on Saturday. Everybody is invited. You know what I mean? I got VIP tickets for a few people. I can't announce them right now, but y'all definitely make sure that y'all there, and yeah, let's have some fun. And I'll be back around.
Period, my friend.
Hey, so cousin Big Bag Harley. Okay, make sure you hit me with the favor. Follow me on Instagram so that you can get your copy of the what? 2024 Feature Show Host Calendar. Okay, shout out to a couple of the people in here. I seen them: Miss September, Mr. July, Miss February. I peep y'all. Be a cool kid and get your copy. Hello?
All right. And before we hop into okay, so y'all know every week I say I do ELLE Says, right? But we're gonna change up the name of that. We decided to name it #ELLE Said It. Okay, and if y'all watch his or hers every Sunday at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, you will see why. All right. But this week on ELLE Said It, all right, these are my takeaways from the topic. Whether unconditional love is healthy depends on the context and boundaries within the relationship. While offering unconditional love can be a positive and nurturing aspect of a relationship, it's important to maintain boundaries, self-respect, and emotional well-being. This can go double for loyalty because, as we discovered earlier, loyalty seems to be the actionable part of what love is. So very, very interesting. Those are kind of the takeaways from tonight. As we invite Rich Beats, what happened? Okay. As we invite Rich Beats back to the box, y'all. Please go ahead and spam those. Yeah, I see you, Banks. Please go ahead and spam those green and yellow shield emojis, because our CEO, Casper, stepped in and really helped this conversation flow the way that I'd liked it. Thank you so much. Go ahead and tell the people one more time where they can get more Casper.
Definitely, I'll be poking around the app. I do have a top badge right now.
We are featured.
I said I'll be poking around the app.
Oh, I thought you said an F word.
No, I know.
Did he say an F word, y'all?
I said I'll be poking around the app. I don't even use the F word.
All right, now go ahead. You be poking around.
I'll be poking around the app. double. I know the rules. You can definitely find me on Mondays. You can find me on Wednesdays. You can find me on Tuesdays. You can find me on Fridays. I'm a little bit everywhere. Remember, Casper is a disaster. Elle did say it, but Casper does prove it. If you want to know what that means, tune in Sunday for his or hers.
Yeah.
I don't really have like no outro. I just like leave when I'm done, and so.
All right. Well, that was Casper. We appreciate you for popping in, y'all. I got my guy Rich Beast coming back to the box, and while he plays us out, I would like to thank y'all for tapping in. I want to thank all of y'all for showing up to the show. Special shout out to tonight's speech, tonight's stand-in, you know what I'm saying? My CEO, my number one, Big Casper in the building. Also, a huge shout out to our amazing panelists who always give us an amazing conversation. Top Man Double L, Miss Sassy Red, and Big Bag Harley. I appreciate y'all so much. Also, a big shout out to the Modern Day Bay production team, Betty, Aquarium Soul, my DJ and music sponsor, DJ Rich Beats, and of course, my media sponsor, to Walk CEO. Y'all be sure to meet me back here next Tuesday at 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Until then, my name is Elle the Drug, and remember, you can change the world by simply being yourself. All right? Good night.